I was hopeful that yesterday we'd get a decent amount of points. It turns out we kind of didn't. 2 wins, 2 defeats yesterday when I was hoping for at least staying unbeaten and getting 3 wins and a draw. I expected 10, I got 6. Unfortunately, that means that we've fallen off top spots, but it's only by goal difference. We did have a 4-point advantage, though, at the beginning of yesterday's episode. So if I'd have gotten the 10 points I wanted, we'd still have that. We start with bottom Sheffield United. It's a busy month of December, so what we're going to do is sim Sheffield United, then we'll play Man United, West Brom and Tottenham, and then tomorrow it'll be Everton, Liverpool and Chelsea in 3 big games before then heading into the January transfer window where we're thinking we'll probably end up selling Pinto. I'm still leaning towards selling Pinto and having that fund. Well, I don't even know what I'd fund at the minute. Probably just depth, I guess. Depth in the squad. Like, we'd perhaps replace Ewing, Barr, maybe Tony. Certainly some of these other youngsters. So we'll wait and see what happens in January. But for now, we're going to concentrate on December and the run up to Christmas. And we should get victory here against bottom of the table Sheffield United. We do, albeit only by a 1-0, thanks to Pinto, as if he heard me and was like, actually, I think I'm still worth something to the team, boss. Well, we'll wait and see. Also wait and see what you guys say in the comment section as well. He was the go-to of those that we would potentially sell to raise funds. Obviously, we want to keep Barnett, Lewis Potter and Wilkes. Actually, whilst I think of it, you guys did ask that Lewis Potter get the captain's armband. So, Lewis Potter has the captain's armband moving forward. Right, Manchester United at home coming up next. Frances, Sula, Marquinhos and Joao Cancelo at the back for Man United. Casemiro and Didi, Serge Gnabry, Bruno Fernandes, Marcus Rashford, and then Dominic Calvert-Lewin up top. They've got Vlachodimos in goal again. Obviously, they just sold David De Gea to Leverkusen in this save. We were a little bit offended by the team that Chelsea put out against us in yesterday's episode, and, well, we showed them how we felt about that by beating them by 2-0. Man United have not made the same mistake. They fielded a very strong 11. Bruno Fernandes has 4 goals in his last 3 games, so not only is it a strong 11, it's an 11 that at least has a couple of individuals, if not them as a team, being in very, very good form. So this is going to be a real challenge. Dominic Calvert-Lewin forced himself out wide here, which means they've not really got much to aim at in the middle. Rashford has had to drop deep there, but they've worked that really well, and Tavares puts in a very good block to ensure that Manchester United don't take a 1-0 lead. I'm going to poke this and get it to Conor Gallagher. Joao Cancelo's quick, but Conor Gallagher's apparently got a decent amount of pace, and Charlie Barnett's here. Oh, Mallet Wilkes won't have a simpler finish for the rest of his career, although he took it rather extravagantly. But we lead by a 0-0 after a lucky deflection, or a lucky rebound. Good save by Vlachodimos to deny Charlie Barnett. Joao Cancelo will be disappointed he wasn't able to catch up with Conor Gallagher, who I don't think actually has that much pace. A brilliant first save, but he didn't necessarily need to go quite over the top like that. He could have just tapped it home, but why not make the most of it? A camera goal, just like you get occasional camera saves. Doing it for the fans, doing it for the photo, doing it for the front page, or the back page, sporting-wise. Mallet Wilkes makes it Hull 1, Manchester United 0. Marquinhos to take this free kick. Looks like he's just going to throw it forward and hope for the best. Really wasn't that good from Marquinhos. You'd expect Man United to be better than that. Perhaps have something they could work from a training ground move rather than just lofting it forward in more hope than expectation. Nicolas Sula is going to ensure that we don't win any aerial battles at the back, though. Marquinhos is good enough in the air, but Nicolas Sula is an absolute monster. So we're actually going to have to be careful we don't give away corners or free kicks in better positions than that last one from Marquinhos, because if they whip it in, I don't know as I've got anyone that can deal with Nicolas Sula. Yes, Villa is tall, but Sula will dominate him physically. The height is enough on most occasions for the young Spaniard, but when you come up against someone that is as brutal as Nicolas Sula aerially, then it's really not as straightforward as just being taller than the man you're trying to jump against. Good positional awareness, though, from Lewis Potter to ensure he stayed onside there. Mallet Wilkes is in, and I wanted to sweep it home first time. Conor Gallagher will also score a fairly simple rebound goal in a very extravagant fashion. Chesting it down, and then with a lovely overhead kick. Not entirely too sure why he went for that, but, I mean, we'll take it. Certainly showing off for the camera today, aren't we? Chesting it down, and then, well... Oh, dearie me, Man United. What's happening at the back for you? Seriously unlucky, I think, is what's happening at the back for them. Lacademos has made a couple of very good saves and still conceded 2 goals from them. Desperately unlucky, Man United, but such is the way of things in football. Could quite easily go the other way in the second half, so we'll stay vigilant for now. Calvert-Lewin. Oh, just evading the leg of Elder as he tried to cut that out. Serge Gnabry with some good footwork. Calvert-Lewin gets the shot away. It falls to Gnabry. Are they getting some luck now in front of goal? Gnabry does get the shot off, but that was comfortable enough for the goalkeeper. Galacci's definitely been an improvement on George Long, so I'm very pleased with the signing who made in goal. Not only with the quality of the player, but the value of the deal as well. Firmino has equalised for Liverpool against Newcastle. Tottenham did win their match in the last match day, so we're still tied joint top of the table as things stand. Although their goal difference was still better than ours. Not sure by what margin though, so perhaps multiple goal victory here as it stands currently could be enough to send us top of the table, even if Tottenham match our result with regards a win as well. But if they, of course, get a similar or better scoreline, then they'll at least stay top on goal difference for the time being. Rashford brings that down well, but Tavares has been a nice improvement at right back as well. Try and get that quickly. Oh, looking for Lewis Potter. It didn't quite work, and United might have a chance here before half-time to get one back. Bruno Fernandes into Marcus Rashford, back to Wilfred Ndidi, out to Joao Cancelo. Good footwork. Rashford there again. Tavares trying to step in for a second time and not able to do so. Cancelo trying to make up for his lack of defensive positioning. Hello, fancy flick. For the opening goal, but Sturridge defended that well against Bruno Fernandes. And we'll smack that away. And that will be 2-0 Cambridge United. Cambridge United, why do I keep saying that? 2-0 Hull City at half-time. And I've just noticed I'm not wearing the top. Come on, Tez, sort your life out. Casemiro into Calvert-Lewin. Villa have equalised against Arsenal. But Arsenal not having the best of seasons so far, I don't believe. So perhaps not too much of a surprise there. All the press from Man United is working well. And Frances has won it off me. Back there to Ndidi. Scored a good goal. Bruno. Scored a good goal against Chelsea in real life recently, Wilfred Ndidi. But Bruno Fernandes is the man in form in this save. For Manchester United at least. And that's now 5 in his last 4 for him, as it was 4 in his last 3 heading into this one. Lovely finish from Bruno Fernandes. And Man United have won back his 8th of the season, challenging the top goal scorers. 8 is as many as Charlie Barnett has, although his goals have dried up a little bit of late. Certainly started the season with a bang, Charlie, but slowed down recently. Hopefully he can get himself back into a good vein of goal scoring form. Maybe in this game to help us ensure that we don't throw this 2-goal lead away. We've been on the right end of a couple of 2-goal turnarounds so far this week in real life. Obviously turning around 2-0 deficits in the same episode with Tottenham and Burnley. That was, well, unbelievable, as we said at the time. Trying desperately to hold on to this 2-1 lead we've got here. Tavares, again, is struggling with his stamina. So I might have to take him off. You see, just that high attacking work rate means that he's constantly running back and forth up and down that wing. I might need to look into his development plan to try and improve his stamina. I think Lewis Potter might just have drifted offside there. He did. So I'll take the opportunity to make the change. Gallagher's not got the most amount of stamina left either, so we'll bring Wallace on for him. Other than that, I think I'll leave it. You can see Garcia Vaya is now up to 76 rated, and with his boosts from morale and sharpness is actually an 82 rated overall defender. So he's still growing very well, and you can understand why he's having such a positive effect on the side. We have 15 minutes to hold on here at home against Manchester United. I don't think they were making any changes there themselves. So they are unchanged other than one change up top. Robert Lewandowski came on a few moments ago. Number 17 there. Well done, Bayard. That was supposed to go down the line. Number 17 on for them now. They're going to make a change. 24 for 23. That's Alejandro Frances going off the right back. Formerly of Mallorca. I had a quick Google of him to see who he was. Some random low-rated Mallorcan centre-back and right-back. Brought Aaron Wan-Bissaka on, though. He certainly should be first team. But that was the only... Oh, no, it's Fosu Mensah. I thought it was Wan-Bissaka, actually. They've... Oh, no, Lewandowski. Good block by Callum Elder, having to tuck all the way in from left-back. And I needed him to make that block there. Otherwise, we were in the doo-doo. Elder down the line to Keen Lewis Potter. Oh, that's a terrible pass. Right, 8 minutes to hold on. We've wasted enough time here, though, I think, to be able to hold Manchester United out. It should be pretty straightforward between now and the whistle. As Alan McAnally goes mad, it's 2-0 to Tottenham, so they will actually extend their lead at the top of the table. Not on points, but on goal difference, as Casemiro goes off and Jamie Vardy comes on. Wow, they really are going for it then in the final few minutes. Mensa back to Serge Gnabry. Are they about to do it immediately? No, Sangare's won that off them. But now with the lack of Casemiro and an extra defensive midfielder in there, can we finish the game off in the last few moments? Barnett looking for Pinto. Cancelo seemingly unaware that he was on the run around the outside of him. And Malik Wilks decides that he doesn't want to even think about getting a shot away there. Inexplicable from Malik Wilks there. Please tell me there's enough time been wasted now. Trying to play Serge Gnabry offside. It's not worked. Jamie Vardy doesn't have much longer left. Neither do Manchester United as a team, but Fosu Mensah's on the attack. He's going to have to do something with it. Tempted to just foul him to try and, or lunge a tackle in to get going. Yes, thank you, ref. Going to throw a tackle in just to try and win a throw and get the ref to blow his whistle. But blow his whistle he has. Man United fought back hard, but they have not been able to turn around the early 2-goal deficit. And with 2 spectacular finishes, after 2 good saves and lucky rebounds, we'll take the 3 points. Thank you very much. Up next for us was West Brom. Then it's Tottenham in the Cup. Josh White in goal for West Bromwich Albion today. Manquillo, Kipra, Diallo and Dicker and Townsend as a back 5. Edwards, Robinson, Pereira and Cordova in the midfield with Brian Brobby up top. Brian Brobby, that is a name and a half. Not much on the bench for them. They're sat mid-table though. About 10th, so having a decent season, West Brom. We're not going to underestimate them the way that we've been underestimated in recent times. So we'll take this game seriously and fingers crossed come away with a positive result. And then we can start thinking about that cup game against Tottenham midweek. Cordova, back to Townsend. Tried to step in and couldn't get there. He's got 3 options here, Pereira, to try and find. Callum Robertson, drilled up wide to Manquillo, essentially to Edwards. Looking for Robinson again, or Manquillo again, sorry. Here's Brian Brobby in the offence for them. I'll have that. Cool. How's that for a challenge from Sangare? Well, my only real option is Charlie Barnett, and it's going to have to be forced wide to ensure the ball reaches him and not falling into the grasps of the West Brom man that's closing him down. Oh, Keen Lewis Potter's made a great run. I'm going to hit this early to ensure that the defender doesn't get there, and how is that for an effort on his left foot? 10 minutes played. That was a wonderful finish. Right into the top right-hand corner, off the post. I genuinely thought it was going wide when it was on its way towards goal. Show me the replay, please. Pinto into Wilks, and he makes a lovely run in the channel in between defender and defender, in between wing-back and centre-back. And he hits it early doors as I asked him to. And the technique actually is what worked it perfectly. Wow. What a goal from Malik, not from Malik Wilks, from Keen Lewis Potter. Unbelievable finish. How many has he got for the season now? 7. We're getting similar numbers from all of our front players at the minute, apart from maybe Pinto. So we know that the goal-getting ability of this team is still just as good as it ever was, and the changes we've made in defence are the reason why we are where we are in the league. Still, literally, as I'm talking about it, thank you, game. Was if I brought that up personally, isn't it? Still, top of the table, joint with Tottenham Hotspur. And now, 2-0 up against West Brom. They don't stand a chance of staying up in real life, in my opinion. You'll have to let me know what you think in the comment section down below. And now, I certainly don't think they stand a chance of getting anything from this game either. This could be a cricket score. Pereira, tackled by Gallagher. In there to Mr. Barnett. And through, looking for Conor Gallagher. We could be 3 up inside 20 minutes. We are 3 up inside 20 minutes. West Bromwich Albion, what is happening to you at the back today? I said it could be a cricket score. I wasn't sure whether we'd actually keep going the way that we had done. I think we might. I think we genuinely might. Conor Gallagher played through. If he's scoring goals against you, you really do know you're having a bad defensive day. I think West Brom are done for here. 3-0 down inside 20 minutes. I wonder how many we could get. What's our biggest win in this save? 6-1, was it, against Doncaster in the Cup? We could maybe get more. Gallagher through the gap. And Barnett. Pinto's gone again. We'll go to Gallagher first, though. Tavares arriving. Then to Pinto. Wilkes and Charlie Barnett are getting there, but not yet. Conor Gallagher's arrived in good position though, and he'll cut this back to Sangare, who'll look for Charlie Barnett, who adds a fourth. Jesus Christ, West Brom. This is one of the worst defensive performances I think I've ever seen from a side on career mode. They are just not even present. Empty shirts on the field for West Brom. Their fans must be livid. 4-0 down inside 35 minutes. Charlie Barnett on the score sheet again. His 9th of the season, I think, for number 9. Yes. Here's Robbie back to Cordova. Are they going to show some form of attacking intent here, West Brom? They're going to try. Cordova's doing well. Stands the ball up nicely. Steer you away. This will do our goal difference the world of good, won't it, when challenging Tottenham at the top? Forgot to check, actually, in between games, what the difference in goal difference is. Oh, good save by Galacci. Trying to get rid of it and completing the clearance. 2 minutes to go here. Barnett could bring that down. Oh, Townsend's beaten him aerially. We're going to go in at half-time with a scoreline at Hull City 4, West Bromwich Albion 0. One of the best halves we've seen all season. Barnett across to Gallagher. Start the second half off the same way we did the first, perhaps. Robinson over the top to Edwards. You know what the manager's team talk will have been at half-time for them. If they can score 4.5, so can we. Well, good luck, lads. Good luck. Here's Brian Brobby in the box and then out the box for West Brom. Javier Manquillo trying to do something out wide, but it's not working for them so far. And he's literally kicked that straight to Lewis Potter. Thank you very much. You're not necessarily helping yourselves, baggies. Not going too well for you here, is it? Alec Wilkes on the run. Opened up a little bit for Lewis Potter. And so is the space to try and whip one. Good clearance by Diallo, but it'll only find Callum Elder. And Malik Wilkes is there in the middle. That's not quite enough on that to reach him, unfortunately. Well, they've managed to hold on to a second half clean sheet for 15 minutes so far, West Brom. Maybe they really have turned the corner at half-time. And Pereira, looking forward to that Tottenham game, actually. I'm intrigued to know whether they start a full-strength 11 or not. I'm going to rotate again, as we did for the previous round. It's a good opportunity for the fringe players to get some football, and I don't want to deny them that. They got us this far in the competition. Sangare is arriving here, and just at the right time, and Ndicka gets the block. I was going to say Sangare was arriving just at the right time to get us a 5th goal. Win that header, please, stir you. He did, and White does get it around the corner. Good save by young Josh. Pinto to deliver the ball to the middle again. Tavares up this time. That's not gone according to plan. Sangare back to Lewis Potter on his left. Good save by White again. Been much better in this second half, West Brom defensively. If they could have done this in the first half, then maybe they wouldn't have found themselves completely out of their depth by this point in the game. 15 to go. 4-0 still the score. Into Townsend. Back to Pereira. Fair play to them, West Brom. They've come out the blocks in this second half and really been much, much better. Carlin Grant has come off the bench trying to have an impact for them at the top end of the field. Pereira could have some space here to get a shot away, but it's been forced out wide to Townsend. I don't know what Elder's doing there. So, there you go. Yeah, you're supposed to be on the other side of the field, Callum. Thank you. Deary me. If they'd have switched it, we might have been in trouble there, actually. Not that it matters too much with the scoreline at 4-0, but West Brom definitely improved in the second half, and you have to give them credit for that. They could have crumbled yet further, and we really genuinely could have had a rather remarkable record-breaking, at least in this save, scoreline. Looking for Barnett. We could still get a 5th. We have done. It is 5 in the 85th minute. Just as I start to praise their defensive and offensive efforts in this second half, we extend our lead. Sorry, baggies. But we've certainly put you to the sword today. This is what I wanted to do to Chelsea yesterday when they fielded that weak defence against us, or mainly weak 11 against us. We still got the win then, and we're getting an absolutely ginormous victory here at the Hawthorns, which gives me plenty of confidence, albeit not knowing what side Tottenham are going to put out, but certainly the side are going to be in high spirits heading into the game against Tottenham Hotspur. And I think our biggest win was 6-1 against Donny. So if we can get a 6-0, then that would be the biggest scoreline of the save so far. But it's not to be 6-0 because we weren't quite able to work that final opportunity. 5-0 will have to do. 5-0 will... Oh, maybe 5-1? No, there's the whistle. 5-0 will have to do. Sorry, West Brom. You sat mid-table in this season so far, and I genuinely expected a tougher challenge than that, but you were just not very good, unfortunately. Tottenham lost to Manchester City. We are top of the league outright by 3 points, I believe. Not only are we going to be in good spirits heading into this quarter-final, Tottenham might well be in poorer spirits thanks to their defeat. Actually moves City above them, and we needed that big win to swing the goal difference in our favour. Look, Spurs were on plus 22 prior to that fixture, and if they'd have won, then they would have been still above us on goal difference, but would have closed the gap significantly. As it happens, we've closed the gap and overtaken them, and City too. So we're top of the table outright by 2 points, and now have the goal difference in our favour. Although we've 3 very important and quite substantially more difficult games in the league tomorrow. But for now, it's time to head to the quarter-final of the Carabao Cup, where these youngsters and fringe players will again get their opportunity. That's not the one I wanted to do. Will again get their opportunity to try and get us through to the semi-finals for next month. January could be very busy. Tottenham aren't at full strength, but they are still very strong. Perrin in goal, Drame at right back, Hinteregger at centre back, Winks, Pozzo, other names that you wouldn't necessarily expect to be in the starting lineup, but the rest is pretty strong. Kane, Son, Tonali, Tapsoba, Reguilon, Lo Celso. It's a really good Tottenham side, and obviously you guys know that my team is fully rotated, so Dave Gunn's in, and Fleming's in, and Wallace is here, and Logan Ewing in the midfield as well. Bayar at right back, so we are up against it here, but these guys need some first team football. They're getting it here, and if they can take advantage of it, then they might get themselves the opportunity to play twice again in a double-legged semi-final tie. But it is going to be a tough ask against this Tottenham Hotspur team. But stranger things have happened. This would be quite the upset if we pull it off. But it's going to be a remarkable game if we do pull it off. Gun to Diangana, looking for Tony. Turns well, working the space. Tony, saved by Perrin, taps over away. Giving them a little bit of a nervy opening start to this game. Lo Celso. Well in, McLaughlin. Nicely done. Ewing quickly forward. Look at Diangana, he's on his bike. I can't get it to him though. Sandro Tonali has done excellently. And then Rob Wallace gives it away. Wins it back though with an excellent interception. And then I've given it away again. I think that might be a bit of a running theme in this game. We're going to be quite poor in the pass, but hopefully we can still work the opportunities we need to create the chances we crave to win the tie. Quickly back inside, all the way through to Dave Gunn, then quickly to Ivan Toney, and then looking back for Dave Gunn again. We're trying our hardest here. Tottenham standing firm so far. Pozzo into Harry Kane, pushing forward here is the right back, Drame. Fleming, not able to get it off him, and whipped in. Oh, Pozzo's gone for the spectacular. He's tried to show off for the cameras the way that we did against Manchester United with our goals. But unfortunately for him, he's completely fluffed it, and the ball's just fallen to the ground next to him. I'll tell you what, if Reguilon intercepts any more passes, I'm going to lose my mind. Get off that, please, Lo Celso. He has done, but only because he's given it to Heung-min Son. Back to Reguilon. Plenty of white shirts to aim for in the middle. He's trying to go all himself. How Bayard didn't get something on the ball there, I'm not sure. Get something on it this time, though, and we'll lump it looking for Ivan Toney, who could perhaps knock this down to a teammate. Well, he tried, but not got the quality. Oh, sorry, Mr. Son. Sorry, sir. Sorry. Ouch. From the resulting free kick, Kane delivers. Lo Celso's up. Oh, well, that was tame. I mean, he could have put a bit more behind that, couldn't he? Surely. Win that, please, Diangana. He hasn't. Drama does. And Pozzo made a bit of an embarrassment of himself earlier on. Is that a foul? I don't know why I asked, is that a foul? Rather evidently was, but we're going to have to get a little bit dirty. We're going to have to get a little bit dirty, a little bit naughty, and a little bit illegal if we're to fight tooth and nail for this tie. What a strike first time on the volley that was. They're going to go short here, aren't they? I'm going to have to be careful with Jack Barr now that he's on that yellow card. Harry Winks is going to dart inside, so we're going to have to cut short to deal with that. No, I didn't press anything. That's not a pen. All Wallace has done there is try and chest the ball. Look at how small he is compared to everybody else. Little man syndrome. All he's done there is try to chest the ball down. And whoever it is that's come across him, yeah, literally, oh my god, what the hell is the referee doing? He's just jumped. And the Tottenham man's gone, oh, I've fallen over you. Brilliant. Well, George Long, you're a hero to get us to the Premier League. But unfortunately, can't save the penalty for us here to stop Tottenham going 1-0 up. 41 minutes played. Not sure they deserve that. Down the line to Jack Barr. Can we get ourselves level before half-time? It's going to be tough, but it could, as Derek Ray says, open up for us here. And Dave Gunn trying to turn the man. That was the moment. If I could have just had an extra half a yard to get a shot away, we might well have equalised before the half. Still, the gap is only 1. And we have been playing some decent stuff in that first half. Keep it going in the second. Maybe call on a first-team player or 2 off the bench. And we might be able to turn this round still. Kane to Pozzo. Back to Harry Kane. George Long at full stretch. No second for Spurs yet. Is that a cheeky ball spot arriving for Jose Mourinho there, is it? Can't say too much. I might be getting one of them myself. 3 substitutions made at the beginning of this second half. I've pulled the trigger. I have to try and do something to turn this around. Tap Sober into Lo Celso. Tap Sober again. Oh, Harry Kane is not the man. You want to have space in the box. Want to have space in the box. Diangana looking for Ivan Toney. See Mallet Wilkes on the right-hand side making the run. Pinto's on at Cam. Gallagher's in a deeper midfield role. They are available out wide though. And Ivan Toney's there in the middle. And Bayard with a nice turn. And Gallagher will recover possession. Rob Wallace. It's opened up from here. Rob Wallace. Reguilon. Tonali flicks it back to Hinteregger. Can Ivan Toney get to that? That was loose from Tottenham. They could have cost themselves there. That only just made it over Conor Gallagher as well. They've made a change and brought... I can't remember who it was. Someone's come on for Pozzo. Bergveen. My brain just completely failed. Chess.exe has stopped working. Ezzy off? Winks off. And Højbjerg on. I don't know where I got Ezi from. Jesus Christ. Chess.exe really has stopped working. Corner for Tottenham. Heung-min Son delivers. Away, please. No! I'm not sure who it was at the near post. It's Grady Diangana, I think. But he's missed it. Oh, and Kane's not exactly got much of a touch on that either. That's got to be an own goal, surely. Oh, it's absolutely an own goal. I don't know why it said Kane's got his brace. That is absolutely a Felix own goal. Diangana's missed it. Kane's missed it. It's given Harry Kane the goal. I mean, never. Never in the month of Sundays has that been a Harry Kane goal. I'm sorry, young Felix, but that is an own goal for you. Felix Davis with the OG that makes it Tottenham 2, Hull City 0, and I fear that is us out of the Carabao Cup now. But these youngsters and fringe players gave it their best shot. They got us this far. But sadly, this appears to be a step too far to be able to make it any further. I'll look for Conor Gallagher here on the edge of the box and not find him, and that sums up my entire game. Yep, just not quite had the quality. I was hoping Tottenham would rotate a little bit more than they have done. But it is what it is. We committed to giving these players the chance to get some first-team football, and they took it well, but not well enough, sadly. Bayard around the outside. I mean, we could pull off a spectacular comeback. It's not exactly uncommon against Tottenham Hotspur this season, but I don't think it's going to be happening. Oh, I wouldn't even let me change player to McLaughlin until the last minute. Son, back to Højbjerg. Yeah, I've given up on this. It's 5 minutes to go. It's 2-0. We're going out of the cup. Reguilon down the left-hand side. Plenty to aim for, including a Steven Bergwijn at the back post. Oh, George Long! He's offside, but he wasn't to know that. What a double save. Bergwijn with the first header. Excellent first save. I mean, marginal. I think that might even have been on, personally. But George Long leapt across the goal to save the second one with his legs. Can we get a consolation goal, maybe? It'd be nice for the lads on the field to celebrate something. Wallace is going. Here comes Conor Gallagher. Through that gap is Grady Diangana. Oh no, it's Malik Wilkes. Oh, and I've overplayed it. Too heavy a pass. Couldn't get it under control. That will come back to Wilkes, actually. Tony. Go on then, Ivan. Come on. Oh, no. Sandro Tonali does enough. All right, 2-0 Tottenham. Fair play. We gave it a good crack, but not good enough on this occasion. Never mind. Never mind. Fair enough, lads. I can't say they didn't give their all, can I? Grady Diangana, unfortunately missing out at that near post with the header. And then, I still don't know how that went down as a Harry Kane's second goal, I'm not sure. Newcastle are through against Burnley. Chelsea are through against Everton, who we face in game number 1 of tomorrow's episode. Everton in the league will be the first game tomorrow, followed by Liverpool, followed by Chelsea. 3 rather big games on the way. And we'll start by taking on the blue half of Merseyside before the red half of Merseyside, before the blue half of South London. Spurs a bid for Grady Diangana, as have Bayern and Liverpool in this window. But I'm not willing to let Grady Diangana go. There's no reason why you'd want to go to anyone else right now when we're top of the table. So he stays. Everton tomorrow, as well as Liverpool and Chelsea. I wonder what's... Curious to know what sort of side Chelsea have put out against me, actually. But for now, that's all for today's episode. Thank you very much for watching, guys. Do drop the video a like if you enjoyed. Make sure you subscribe to the channel too to make sure you don't miss out on any further content. And I will see you next time.